Strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to Neulasta or Neupogen, filgrastim. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal as well as serious lung problems, allergic reactions, kidney injuries, and capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
So why go back there? If you'd rather be home, ask your doctor about Neulasta Onpro.
No one has been able to stop the Carter Cowboys.
One of the greatest legends involves the team you don't remember from Friday Night Lights.
The greatest high school team ever.
This is a story that should have been just about football.
What if I told you the greatest high school football team in Texas robbed themselves? ESPN Films presents a 30 for 30 film presented by Mini. What Carter Lost, August 24th on ESPN.
Where else is a game truly a game? The language universal. And a dinger is more than a lap around the bases. Where else is a high five electric? A huddle, a life lesson. And surfing down a hill, a rite of passage. Where else can a kid be a kid? Where else but Williamsport? The Little League World Series begins tomorrow on the networks of ESPN. Presented by Dick's Sports.
For the musical masterpiece.
Come on.
Okay. It'll be fun.
That won 6 Academy Awards.
Guess I'll see you in the movies.
La La Land.
Find it first on Fios. Rent this movie for 48 hours or purchase it now. With Fios On Demand, you can rent or buy over 155,000 titles. And when you buy them, they're yours to keep. So you can start a movie at home and continue watching it here. Then watch it again over here. Even watch it out here. Watch it virtually anywhere, with anyone. Fios On Demand has select new release movies available before DVD or other streaming services, like the Lego Batman movie. So check Fios first by pressing the On Demand button on your Fios remote. You've got Fios. Now get the most out of the best.
Begins on Sunday, and these are the odds according to the bookies. Real Madrid just slight favourites over Barcelona, 4-5 on Barcelona evens, and then, well, Atletico, who've pushed them somewhat close in recent years, 28-1 now. Sevilla, full favourites, 150-1, Craig.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite clear the two at the top, in particular Real Madrid, are streets ahead. Maybe the bookmakers are hoping that Barca are going to do some business before the transfer window shuts, because if they don't, they look as if they're in big trouble to me.
I would suggest those odds might change on this, this evidence.
I don't see anybody getting anywhere close to Real Madrid, certainly not Barcelona. Maybe at 28-1, Atletico worth a little bit of a flutter. Maybe
if you're really optimistic.
Maybe Diego Costa joined in January.
No.
But I'm just stretching. Yeah. I'm just stretching. I'm just saying, we're looking for something.
Yeah, if you're betting, that's pretty high, 28-1. Yeah, Atletico's going to be good. Difficult to beat as always, and you know they're a strong team themselves. So 28-1 seems a bit high.
Real Madrid beginning against Deportivo on Sunday. Barcelona against Betis. That will do it for us. When we return, the second half, we'll send you back to Fernando and Hercules.
Why is their unlimited data so expensive?
See it all the time.
Who do these guys think they are? Ah!
So, you're ready to switch.
Switch.
For the family.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. With Metro PCS, you only get 2 gigs for the same price. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network. Plus, switch today and get up to 4 free phones.
Now we all have unlimited data.
Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
Severe weather can cost you thousands in repairs, and driving wind and rain can destroy your home. Hi, Phil Swift here. This storm season, get the entire family of Flex Seal products. Everyone loves Flex Seal, the easy way to coat, seal, and stop leaks fast. This rubberized coating creates a super strong barrier. It's actually liquid rubber in a can. And our incredible Flex Seal liquid starts out super thick and turns into A strong, flexible rubber. Brush, roll, dip, or pour to create a watertight seal that lasts for years. With Flex Shot, you can caulk, bond, and seal out the elements. Simply push the trigger to make quick repairs. And for big damage, there's Flex Tape, the super strong waterproof tape that can patch, bond, seal, and repair. Just like batteries and flashlights, make the Flex Seal family part of your storm preparation kit.
Where else is a summer night magical? Where else can you be a kid again? For the first time ever, a Major League Baseball game comes to Williamsport.
A true field of dreams they get to play on tonight.
The MLB Little League Classic, Cardinals, Pirates, live from Williamsport, Sunday at 7 on ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN app, presented by
Here you go, I got that. Hi, let me help you.
Bro, if you're gonna push, you need a vest.
Yeah, I don't work here.
Okay.
When it drives and looks like new, you'll treat it like new. Certified pre-owned by BMW. Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
Players coming back onto the field as we're back at the Santiago Bernabéu for the second half of this second leg of the Spanish Super Cup, la SuperCopa de España. Real Madrid leads on aggregate 5-1. They won the first leg and now are leading Barcelona 2-0. It only took them 4 minutes to dismantle any comeback theory that Barcelona might have. And then a whole half to confirm that they're a side that are clicking on all cylinders alongside Hercules Gomez, Fernando Palomo. You can all think of what Real Madrid can do to hold on, which is pretty much don't change a thing. But what must Barcelona do to score those 4 goals that would win them the cup?
Well, you can never count out a team like Barcelona and what they've done over the years and those historic comebacks. But for Real Madrid to lose this, they would have to lose it themselves. It would have to be something catastrophic. It would have to be a miracle for Barcelona to clinch this out of the hands of Real Madrid.
As the scorer of the second goal, Karim Benzema will kick things off here in the second half. His goal assured us that the extra time possibility was just out the window.
Oh, that goal assured it.
Referee Jose Maria Sanchez, 34-year-old, refereeing his first Clásico. So far, staying out of trouble. And we're on their way in the second half. Live on ESPN, Real Madrid leading the second leg of the Spanish Super Cup. A SuperCopa is theirs. So far, 5-1 on aggregate. 2-0 here. Asensio and Benzema, the goal scorers at the Santiago Bernabéu. No subs in the second half for either side. Barcelona would have a change of attitude at least, or at least would like to have one of those. Modric.
They need one of those change of attitudes right now. They need something, any sort of spark. If they are to get back in this game, they need a quick goal the first 10, 15 minutes of this game. Send a message that it's not going to be like the first half. They're going to show a different side of themselves. If anything, just to make it respectable.
Flag is up. There has been one change, and that is in the calendar. It's already Thursday in Madrid, as this game is now playing in the first minutes past midnight. Sergi Roberto, Busquets and Mascherano. Only 5 times the first game loss has been rebounded from in a 2-legged Clásico. Barcelona did it only once out of those 5 times. The 1954 Copa del Rey. Up the middle goes Toni Kroos. Backtracking is Sergi Roberto. Keep that ball away from that wonder kid that is Marco Asensio. Again, Sergi Roberto. There were rumors that he might be going to the Premier League with interest from clubs such as Manchester United and Chelsea. His release clause only 40 million euros.
Well, you have to wonder how frustrated might he be. He's already rumored to have told Iniesta he wants out. Iniesta can't play, and he ends up playing as a right wing back.
Position for which they've signed a Nelson Semedo from Benfica.
People will recognize that name. Semedo's actually the player who Neymar had the little scuffle with in Miami.
One-on-one, Luis Suarez. Slow and allows Varane to go back into the play. Asensio. All alone was Marcelo on the left-hand side.
It's a good read from Mascherano right there.
Rakitic. Luis Suarez. It's got time. Keylor Navas puts a hand on that. And again, the one player nearest to the ball is Andre Gomes.
That's a great, great save by Keylor Navas. He made it look simple. Trust me, that was not. The strength he showed right there to stay for that ball. Got low. Knew Suarez wouldn't come across the face of the goal. Very well done by Keylor Navas.
Benzema. Lucas Vázquez. Looking for options. Asensio is the one he picks, but Sergi Roberto also thought of that option and won the ball back for Barcelona. Samuel Umtiti. We talked about signings for Barcelona. Umtiti, probably one of the best names they've had coming up to the team in the last couple of seasons. Andre Gomes, still looking to show his worth. Leo Messi can find himself in the game. Busquets. Mascherano. Rakitic. Cleared by Varane. Marcelo's got time to turn. Sergi Roberto was there, but Asensio loses it. Zinedine Zidane having a word with Davide Bettoni, his assistant. Long ball from Busquets. Madrid leading in this, the 32nd final of the Spanish Super Cup. Has been played without interruption since 1982.
Well, there you see Luis Suarez gets across, and he drives the ball across the face of goal. But look at Keylor Navas get low, Ray. Look at him get low. Shows great strength to stay on with that ball. It's not an easy thing to do.
Speaking of Nelson Semedo, Gerard Piqué will leave the field. Not only it's a substitution, but it also might force Valverde to switch formations.
Well, he looks like he's hurt, and he might be a little tight. Just signaled that he was tight. Could be feeling something. We see the first taste of Nelson Semedo, the young Portuguese right back.
Semedo, one of 4 signings this season so far for Barcelona, came in from Benfica for 30 million euros. Biggest name out of that list, Paulinho, comes from Guangzhou Evergrande from the Chinese Super League, out of all leagues.
This is the state of Barcelona these days. A player who was voted one of the worst players in Tottenham's history goes to China and now finds himself on this famed Barcelona squad.
Dispossessed was Busquets. Here comes Benzema. Cleared away by Macherano. Well kept by Rakitic. To Ter Stegen. And Umtiti. But then quickly given away. Kovacic, Toni Kroos. Then you look at the difference in who sits in the bench for both sides. Look at the names in Barcelona. Few you think can change or turn the tables tonight.
Gerard Deulofeu, I mean, he seems to be the guy who they hope can replace Neymar. I don't see it. He's had his chances. He hasn't done well. Then you look at the other side, and Real Madrid, they've got Isco and Gareth Bale at their disposal.
Just to name a few.
An embarrassment of riches.
Dani Ceballos, who was named the MVP of the Euros, the U21 European tournament. Given away, 2-on-1 now. Messi in the box, he shoots off the crossbar and out. Sergi Roberto, far post. Andre Gomes tries to look for it. Brings down Lucas Vázquez. Lady Luck is not on Barcelona's side either.
Not at all. Very good awareness by Luis Suarez. And Messi takes a great touch here, gets his head up, tries to lift it over Keylor Navas, hits the crossbar. You see him right there, just tries to lift it. Gets too much on it, crossbar. Keylor Navas was beat. The crossbar saving. It's just not Barcelona's night.
That was the Toni Kroos sliding tackle that Messi was complaining to the ref about.
Yeah,
it looked like all ball from the German.
They've been very physical with Lionel Messi, and that's what you have to do. He's the best player in the world when he runs at you. His ability to turn and break away with his speed, you can't give him that chance. You have to be physical with him. This is what Real Madrid is doing.
Short pass by Sergi Roberto for Rakitic. Forgot the ball, and now it's Real Madrid's. 8 minutes have gone by in the second half. Long ball from Ramos. If Benzema is able to get possession, Lucas Vázquez was all alone on the right.
Great show of strength right there by Benzema. There you see, take a look at Piqué. He's gonna tell him he feels tight. Right there, yes. What must he be thinking right now?
Wishing he'd be president right now at Barcelona. Some think that once he retires, he might become president of the club one day.
Oh, he certainly has a wealth of experience as a player.
Semedo intercepting it. Going on top of Marcelo to find Sergi Roberto. Great play by Ramos. Marcelo. Nice one touch by Asensio. Benzema off of Ter Stegen's shoulder. That was so close to being Benzema's second of the game.
Benzema doing very well. Showing the defender to his right, then dragging it to his left. And you see right there, Marcelo gets the ball, gets his head up. Asensio, first time ball to Benzema. Benzema shows right, drags left, rips the shot. And I don't know how much Ter Stegen knew about this. He got very fortunate. It was more of a case of the ball hit him, then he saved that.
Modric with another cross. This one cleared by Rakitic. Leo Messi trying to bring it down. He can't. It's been already 55 minutes of play and no sights of Messi except for that cross he hit just a couple of minutes back. Well played by Benzema inside. Marcelo finds Lucas Vázquez, and Jordi Alba was just turned all over.
Yeah, they called offsides in the end, but again, you see how dangerous it is when Marcelo gets involved into the attack. The best left back in the world at the moment, on display tonight.
That Leo Messi shot off the crossbar was only Barcelona's second shot on goal of the game. Numbers can tell a story, right? But you wouldn't find that story if you just saw the numbers of the first leg. 16-13, the shot on goal difference. 16 being Barcelona, who lost that game 3-1. Sergi Roberto. The clearance, Suarez, cleared by Varane. Great positioning straight after giving it away.
Well, that is definitely one Luis Suarez will want back. A gift on a platter for him.
Carvajal. Modric, dispossessed. They go inside to Messi, who cuts inside looking for Suarez, but too much for him to get to.
Well, there you're going to see Benzema drags the ball from right to left, hits a shot. Ter Stegen off the shoulder. Beautiful drag right here, creates separation, rifles one. Ter Stegen knew nothing about that. Very fortunate.
Asensio back for Modric. Making the run was Benzema, but the ball was being played on the side. Now Carvajal. Talking about the best left back in the game now when you mention Marcelo. What about Dani Carvajal? They both were leading assist man for Real Madrid last season.
And you're absolutely right. He doesn't get enough credit how good he's been for this Real Madrid team.
Kaylor inside for Modric. Here comes Messi. Leo. There's a shove in the back from Sergio Ramos. Sergi Roberto, having started the game as a right back, is now finding some space up the middle of the big box.
There you see Sergio Ramos. Oh, not enough to warrant a free kick.
As part of Heineken Rivalry Week on Friday, August 25th, we'll be at Red Bull Arena for the Hudson River Derby between the Red Bulls and NYCFC. 7 Eastern, that game on ESPN. And then August 27th, that Sunday, 4:30 Eastern, is Montreal and Toronto, part of Heineken Rivalry Week. MLS Soccer Sunday presented by Audi. Also streaming live on the ESPN app. Mascherano for Semedo. First shot of him inside that box. The cross, well hit by Keylor Navas. Was it Luis Suarez going in?
Well, Semedo right there, getting his head up. Fortunate right there. Picks his head up, gets across. Luis Suarez with a glancing header, but Keylor Navas, the right spot, right time.
We're about to hit the hour mark in this one. At the Bernabéu, it's 2-0 for Real Madrid. In this game, 5-1 overall on aggregate.
It looks like Busquets catches Luka Vasquez right there, right under the calf.
Marcelo, slightly onside is Asensio. Does away with Mascherano. Here comes Asensio. The cross back, well hit by Jordi Alba. Now ball back inside the box. Semedo having trouble. He finally clears it. Cross. Vasquez on the opposite side of the field now for him. Short for Marcelo. You can see this game having a deeper effect on Barcelona, more so than losing the title, more so than not being able to bring back some jewelry to their museum. This is going to open up some crisis inside the club.
Well, they're certainly opening themselves up for criticism. Now, the question begs to be asked, what will happen during the season? You see how Real Madrid has reinforced themselves with the players they have, with the bench they have, the best squad in the world, how deep they are. Now what for Barcelona? They will always be compared to Real Madrid. Real Madrid as well, everybody asks, what is Barcelona doing?
You think of the tables turning with Real Madrid winning 2 straight Champions League titles. But then you can really reaffirm things when you think of the depth of the squad and the quality and the youth. The youthfulness of the squad.
Well, you talk
you're
about
able
that.
to bring players like Casemiro, one of the best holding midfielders in this day and age, out of the bench in a Super Cup final. They go opposite side now for Marcelo. Sergi Roberto. Inside for Benzema. I'm telling you, Real Madrid looks closer to getting that third goal than Barcelona are from scoring their first. Benzema. Clear by Mascherano. Lands on Modric. Kroos. Marcelo. A sign of a well-positioned team, and you know it better than I do, Herc, is when all the rebounds land in your favor, or you're forcing easy giveaways from the opposition.
Yeah, there you see Sergio Ramos lunging in, creates contact with Messi. Well called foul. Well, if you think Real Madrid was being physical with Messi before, just wait now. Casemiro on deck.
Was yellow carded in the first leg. As now Mateo Kovacic comes out. Casemiro, who will surely be the likely starter once things get going in the season. Mateo Kovacic is definitely a worthy replacement.
Don't want to
translate that one.
We don't want to translate that one. But you can see how frustrated Messi is. Sergio Ramos right there. A little bit of mind games, trying to get under the skin of Lionel Messi. And you can see it in the body language. Lionel Messi, Suarez, they're frustrated tonight. They've been outplayed in every facet. And when they have had chances, when it has gone for them, they've been very, very unlucky not to get a goal.
Busquets. Pacing the attack is Barcelona, trying to find some sort of rhythm. Jordi Alba, Umtiti, Mascherano, with Semedo out wide on the right. No need to dwell on that. This is pretty much how things are going for Barcelona tonight. And again, no translation needed, as Messi didn't appreciate that gesture from Madrid's captain, Sergio Ramos. On pace to lift another trophy here tonight.
Yeah, the captain loves to get under the skin of not only Barcelona, but its players. He knows what he's doing. It comes with the territory. He loves it. He plays that role.
Umtiti. Rakitic, Messi. And Busquets. We need to sign worthy players, said Busquets. The cross, Sergio Roberto wasn't able to get to that one.
Well, that's a great ball in right there. Jordi Alba picks his head up. Good ball in. Just can't quite hit Sergio Roberto.
Launching himself forward, much as he did back at that Camp Nou magical night when they turned things around against Paris Saint-Germain.
That night, it was Neymar providing the assist. They don't have that spark. You look to the bench, who can they bring on? They don't have that credible spark, and they know it.
We can think they're credible, but when you think of the images, when you think back on that Sunday night at the Camp Nou, when you saw Gerard Deulofeu passing the ball to Messi and not seeing it back from him.
Yeah, a little bit of mistrust from Messi and Suarez. Here you see the foul on Nelson Semedo. But you have to prove yourself to your teammates. He's a player who still hasn't gained that trust.
Where do you do that? In practice?
You do it on the field with your actions. You know, in the dressing room, the way you act on the field. If it's the training field, if it's game day, you do it by winning yourself a spot on the field. And if they don't feel they can trust you, they're going to look elsewhere. And if they look elsewhere, Valverde's going to look elsewhere.
The leading goal scorer in the history of El Clásico now with this free kick, far post. Here comes Navas, Andre Gomes. Was it Suarez?
Suarez.
Luis Suarez with the header that goes outside.
Oh, it's a great ball in by Messi, but Keylor Navas, very fortunate. Goes out for searching for something. Don't know what it was. It wasn't the ball. Luis Suarez unluckily couldn't get that on target. Big opportunity missed. But Barcelona's had their chances this game.
And they have had possession of the ball, but not in this game. They're also losing that battle. It will be the first time in 31 games that Barcelona not only lose the game, but they also lose the possession battle.
This is how good Real Madrid is. You can give them any facet of the game. You can say, we're going to keep the ball today, and they will play on the counter against you, and they will do it very well. Or you can say, you take the ball. You need to dictate the pace, and they will do that very well as well.
Andre Gomes. Here's Jordi Alba. Rakitic. This is the 7th SuperCopa between them. Out of the 6 prior SuperCopa meetings, Real Madrid won 5 of them. Not only is it present on their side, but also history plays to their favor.
Benzema.
Toni Kroos.
He's done so well this game. His hold-up play, his awareness, how intelligent he's been with the ball, without the ball, and his movement. Great display from the Frenchman tonight.
Asensio with Marcelo. Each coach left with 2 substitutions to make.
And no doubt both will make it. Try to get some of their players out. I think Valverde will concede this one. Think about the opening weekend game. Same thing with Zidane. Look to get some fresh legs on here.
Opening weekend in La Liga this coming weekend. Will be the first of 4 games to be missed by Cristiano Ronaldo. Well won back by Marco Asensio. Real Madrid will travel to La Coruña to face Deportivo. Barcelona face Betis. At home, Carvajal. Lucas. Well done by Vasquez. Out for Kroos. Got 2 men on the left side of attack. Modric. Carvajal. Lots of space for them to find Marcelo as well. Casemiro. One of his weakest spots. There goes Sergi Roberto. Trying to create something, trying to bring that spark back for Barcelona. He's brought down, no foul.
But that's what Casemiro does, putting out those fires before they start. Great tackle, dispossess the Barcelona player. Keep possession for Real Madrid.
Ramos. Asensio. Look how deep in attack Marcelo is.
He loves it, the Brazilian. So good, stretching teams, forcing them to defend him so he doesn't have to defend them.
Just a tad bit late to the ball was Sergi Roberto, and that one against Casemiro.
Just catches him late. But there you see the tackle with Casemiro. Well timed. Brazilian is so good at that.
Karim Benzema. This Real Madrid side that went to the US for the ICC tournament. They were left with no wins out of 3 matches, the 4th being the game against the MLS All-Stars. They won that one on penalties, but tied it up after 90 minutes. And you thought they were in a bit of a crisis, but then they turned the lights on in an official match, and all of a sudden they're back at their thing. And their thing is just to win titles. 2nd one so far in the month of August. Well done by Suarez. Sergi Roberto upfield. This could be it. Navas. Big time in the back. Again, no Messi trailing close to the play. Here comes Messi's shot. Suarez header off the post. Nothing happening for Barcelona.
It just won't go in for Luis Suarez and for Barcelona. A little bit of magic right here. And Suarez getting the rebound, can't commit. But before that, Suarez started the play, initiated everything. Messi with the shot, comes off the rebound, gets his head on it, off the post, Nothing goes right for Barcelona tonight.
Keylor did great in that one. Cleared the ball exactly as the manual, the instructional will tell you for a goalkeeper. Hard shot, you clear it outside, but it was Marcelo not trailing.
Calls for a handball right there from Umtiti.
Was it?
There you see, parries it wide like you said. Gives his team an opportunity to stay in this game. What am I saying to stay in this game? They're up by 4 goals. Unbelievable. Who would have thought at this stage?
Speaking of Gerard Deulofeu, former Everton player, finished the season on loan at Milan. Barcelona activated a buyback clause for 12 million euros, and he's back at his old club, Asensio. Mascherano with the clearance. And here's Gerard Deulofeu. Good 19 minutes for him to gain that confidence. 19 minutes, it's what Barcelona has to score 4 goals if they want to win it. Played short by Suarez, Mascherano. And what Barcelona were so used to seeing from their players for well over 5 years is not what we're seeing out of Real Madrid. That quick passing of the ball.
It's just that quality and confidence about them now. They know how good they are.
Theo Hernandez looks to come into the game. Another signing for Real Madrid, another young player, only 19 years old, was on loan from Atletico Madrid at Alaves. They reached the Copa del Rey final. We all saw him right here on ESPN scoring a great free kick against Barcelona in that game. Here comes Rakitic now. Semedo on the right. Rakitic, with 2 on him, decides to take the shot.
Yeah, by the time Semedo actually made that run around, there were more Real Madrid players in the box. You see Mascherano catching Benzema from behind, just clips him right there on the heel. And he's still feeling the lingering effects of that tackle.
Carvajal clearing it. Jordi Alba. Great give and go by Luis Suarez. Alba. Umtiti, the shot cleared by his compatriot Umtiti. Now it's Leo Messi. That was Varane clearing it. Leo Messi over the cross. And here comes Theo Hernandez onto the field. Good look in Real Madrid's calendar. That Fiorentina matchup is the Trofeo Bernabéu, a friendly to end the summer season in Madrid. Depor, Valencia, Levante, the first 3 games that Cristiano Ronaldo will miss. And Theo Hernandez comes in to replace Marco Asensio.
Yeah, great game for Marco Asensio. He was everywhere, both sides of the ball, offense or defense. You saw him everywhere. A great goal, cracker of a goal. You won't see anything better this week. Absolutely not. He had himself a game in front of these home fans.
Theo Hernandez, mostly a left back. Be playing upfield. That's just as much talent as he has. Playing out of position, but certainly comfortable in there. So from being a starter at Alaves to what most likely will be a bench warmer at Real Madrid, some would argue whether he was better off playing from the get-go at any other club, as Leo Messi plays it over to Deulofeu. Instead of taking the shot, he looks for an option. Deulofeu.
Well, that's the problem with Deulofeu. Throughout his career, he's been a 1v1 player, and he gets in a good position, and he does something with it. Here with this Barcelona team, he prefers to pass. He always defers to the expert.
Hands on his knees for Luis Suarez. Deulofeu. Rakitic. In short for Messi. Sergio Roberto. Suarez, was he onside? Looks for the ball, but the flag goes up now. It's a knock on his right knee.
So Marcelo accidentally scraped him there as they both went down in search of that ball.
Chance of vete al teatro, go to the theater for Luis Suarez.
Alluding to the play where he took a little bit of a dive against Keylor Navas. It was blatant. The referee bought right into it, awarded Barcelona a penalty in the first leg.
And now the last substitution for Barcelona, Lucas Digne, Frenchman, former Roma player in his second season at Barcelona, and to replace Jordi Alba. So the substitutions for Ernesto Valverde are 2 defensemen and a winger.
Which is very, very surprising. You have 13 minutes left in this game. It's definitely out of your reach. Think about the weekend, think about the beginning of the season, resting Lionel Messi, resting Luis Suarez. You know, Rakitic, somebody who you know you need to count on and rely on heavily.
Nelson Semedo. We said before, Barcelona will kick things off in La Liga at home against Real Betis. Uncomfortable situation, to say the least. With the crowd and a big shot of them turning against their management. And again, management's solution to this whole thing will be to spend, maybe not wisely, those 222 million euros that they got from Neymar. Well, they got from Paris Saint-Germain after shipping Neymar away.
Well, the problem is anybody that you actually think can help you, an Mbappe, a Coutinho, is not going to be cheap. And teams know you have 222 million to spend. They see you coming. It's going to be very difficult for them to get really anything at market value.
Dani Ceballos in and ready to come in for Real Madrid. He was also in the hunt to wear a Blaugrana jersey. Toni Kroos with Lucas Vázquez. All alone against 2 in the back. He's able to get the cross. And Lucas Digne, the last one to touch it, will be a corner kick for Real Madrid, the 5th one of the game for them. Dani Ceballos' release clause was at 15 million euros after the European Under-21 tournament. Both Barcelona and Real Madrid went after him, but his preference was to join Real Madrid.
Well, I think he saw the writing on the wall, quite frankly. He made a great decision for his future. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Barcelona or Real Madrid, but the way Real Madrid is playing, Zidane has shown people he's not scared, he's not afraid of playing his bench. The rotations going on throughout the season. He saw an opportunity to play. And listen, he finds himself in a great situation, going to win his 2nd title in his early career.
150th game for Real Madrid for the German international. Toni Kroos hails out of East Germany, maybe the last great East German footballer out of that system. Modric, Benzema, and going back to the Theo Hernandez topic, just to coincide with Dani Ceballos' appearance in the game. Theo Hernandez decided to be a backup player at Real Madrid. For him, professionally, it's a better option for him to be training with the likes of Marcelo and competing in a position with the likes of Marcelo, the best left back in the world right now, than to be starting at a team that maybe has better options, but to remain in the league.
Well, Fernando, he's 19. He's already going to win his 2nd title right now with Real Madrid. He's going to have an opportunity to play this year under Zidane's system with his rotations. He gets the opportunity to play against quality players, the world's best players, day in, day out. It's a win-win for him.
9 to go Leo Messi takes it up to the corner flag. Varane takes it away. Poor game by Leo Messi.
You know, poor because he's raised the bar so high. We're so used to him rewarding us with these magnificent, magical moments. So by those standards, yes, it is a poor game, but only because he set the bar so high.
Out comes the cavalry, and here's Casemiro with the cross. Too much.
Going back to Messi, you can sense the frustration. His body language, his movements or lack thereof. He doesn't want to be in this game anymore. He wants out.
One thing remains to be said. While on vacation, it was highly publicized that Leo Messi was going to renew his contract. Well, he hasn't stamped a signature on any contract yet. Deulofeu attacking Sergio Ramos outside. Here comes Deulofeu. Well read by Sergio Ramos.
With Deulofeu, this is exactly what he needs to do. He wants to make a case for himself. He loves going at players. Go at Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos, one of the better center backs in the world. There you see Valverde. You see the frustration. Leo Messi, Valverde. They know it hasn't been their night. Gerard Piqué, Ter Stegen.
I can think of the answer, but how much are they missing Neymar? The cross. Find it.
Neymar is the third best player in the world. Neymar, it wasn't just about the money for Neymar. He wants to be the best player in the world. You can't be the best player in the world if you're not the best player on your team. And as long as Lionel Messi's on his side, he will never be the best player on his team. He's a player they miss. He's part of that trident that's been so successful, that Suarez, that Messi, that Neymar trident, the interchange and beautiful play between them, how dangerous they were. This isn't the same Barcelona team without Neymar.
Teo gives it back for Busquets. Now going the other way. Hercules, how much does Real Madrid need a signing? I mean, victories, trophies will come waters down, but how well managed are they? And how deep of a squad are they? Can they hold on and win everything at the end of this season?
Well, Zinedine Zidane has shown he has the Midas touch. He's undefeated when it comes to championships, you know, or title games. This is not only the best team in the world at the moment, but it's the deepest team, the best squad in the world. Doesn't matter who they put out, they get results. Do they need a signing? No, absolutely not. I feel they sent a message. Foul right there on Semedo that the referee decided not to call.
Ceballos, and it's a horse race now, and Umtiti's going to get to that first.
We're going back. They've sent a message. We don't need to go big signings. We're going to go young, and we're going to go Spanish. They've bought back some players on loan. They bought some young players, like you said, in Asensio. This team is showing that they're building for the future. They're building a dynasty.
And Luis Suarez pulls up lame. This is the one you were referring to, as Teo Hernandez. It's a slight knock on the right foot of Nelson Semedo.
Yeah, referee missed it, and it would have been one of those. Was it in the box? Was it out of the box? Valverde knows it. You know, nothing has gone their way tonight. Refereeing decisions, hitting the woodwork.
Barcelona's out of substitutions as well. Modric. Out for Carvajal. Back to Luka Modric. You don't need to look any further than the fact that Barcelona, or Real Madrid, won in Barcelona 3-1 without Luka Modric, and with Cristiano Ronaldo only playing a handful of minutes but scoring a goal. And now they're beating, not only beating Real Madrid, not only beating Barcelona 2-0, but dominating on the field of play without Cristiano Ronaldo at all. We haven't seen Gareth Bale either.
Isco, who's been arguably the best player for Real Madrid in the second half of their last season. Wonderful talent, young talent. Like you said, they've been doing it without all these great stars. It's the message they're sending.
Not to rain on their parade, but the last 7 Super Cups that were won by Real Madrid to open up a season turned into no league titles at the end of the year, or at the end of the season. We'll see how this one turns out. By the looks of things, well, they're well on their way to winning it all, and they still have the World Club Championship at the end of the 2017 calendar year. Dani Ceballos, Sergio Ramos brings it down. If the Barcelona newspapers last Monday came with headlines, "We want signings now," what could they say on Thursday? Lucky for some of them, I mean, the press went out of print already. It's past midnight.
Very true. This is a team that's in need of something, a spark, a signing, anything to fuel that fan base or that organization. Give them a sense of belief. There you see Luis Suarez pulling up right there. Don't know if he's got a little bit of a cramp. He's touching the back of his knee, which is never a good sign. You see right there. This is what I don't understand by Valverde. You're not going to win this game. You're down by so much. Why not get Luis Suarez out? Why not get Lionel Messi?
And play with 9?
No. When you had the chance to sub them, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
They'll remain on the field till the end of this one, which early on became an all Real Madrid affair. Dani Ceballos, again, well brought down by Marcelo. Theo Hernandez, he can take the shot left-footed. Theo, too hard again. Arms wide open for Luka Modric. Bring it down. It seemed that the Croat was telling Theo Hernandez.
Bad decision by Theo Hernandez, but what a lovely touch by Marcelo. Killing the ball dead. Off the half bounce, bringing it into his stride.
Put the ball to sleep with that left foot.
Absolutely did.
Rakitic. Sergi Roberto has shown tonight that Barcelona can't do away without him. They're a thin squad as it is. Arda Turan doesn't even get a call-up, the Turkish international.
Well, with Iniesta and the amount of times he was injured last year, you would think they'd want to retain him. It's not absurd that teams like Chelsea and Manchester United would want him. It's absurd that Barcelona would be willing to part ways with him.
A foul by Suarez. And the first yellow card of the game is for the Uruguay international, as the chance of campeones, champions, has been heard now at the Santiago Bernabéu.
And there you see, voicing his frustrations to the referee. Hasn't agreed with much.
Stay here on ESPN2 after the game for WNBA basketball. But first we'll have the trophy presentation. Theo Hernandez. Marcelo trying to peel off of Semedo. Now Dani Ceballos. Gave him back was Benzema. Ceballos again. Modric always knows where to go. Benzema, well played by Mascherano, launching himself forward. Lucas Vázquez, far post. Marcelo. Close to the end of this game. Real Madrid opened it up early on in the 4th minute. A wonderful goal by Marco Asensio. And then Karim Benzema made it too much of a scoreline for Barcelona to come back from. It's all about Los Blancos. 3 more minutes will be played here. And again, the SuperCopa de España will go to the winner of La Liga. as it did in 20 of the 31 previous SuperCopa finals. Busquets with Sergio Roberto. Busquets outside now for Deulofeu. Tracking the play back with Lucas Vázquez. Again, look at the clock. 91 minutes, and he's running on all cylinders. What those two goals did, not only they killed the game early on, but they also killed the Cristiano Ronaldo topic. Real Madrid playing as they are.
Well, they killed the Cristiano Ronaldo talk. They killed Barcelona's spirit. It's been a very difficult night for Barcelona. You see the lifeless movement up top. Messi, Suarez. See, they can't get anything going. They want this game to be over with. They don't know why they're still on the field. Quite frankly, I don't know why they are either.
More than a minute to go. That's the final whistle. Or not? No. It was so loud, I thought it was the final whistle. Plus, the ref had his hands up. Foul is what he called. Sergio Busquets. Last seconds now. Real Madrid are too much even for their arch-rival Barcelona. Back to the drawing board. If there's any drawing board for Barcelona's management. As for Madrid, just a confirmation. They are doing things right. Sergio Roberto. Casemiro. Give and go with Marcelo. Lunging forward with Mascherano. Too much for this stage of the match. It's the second yellow card of the game.
Well, there you see Casemiro 1-2 with Marcelo. And a dangerous lunging tackle by Mascherano. This just stems from frustration. And if you're Real Madrid or Barcelona.
That's it. Real Madrid keep on cruising and collecting jewelry. They win the SuperCopa de España and their 4th title in 2017. There's nothing stopping this Zinedine Zidane side.
No, the hype train continues. Zinedine Zidane, everything he touches has been gold.
They beat Barcelona, their 10th SuperCopa title in history. We'll be back.